This is Ujjwal Kumar Sen, and in this video tutorial you are going to learn about one of the typical question of SFEE. The same question has been asked in GATE previous year. Well, this is a link question, therefore you know this is a question of 4 marks, and you know how much it can make a difference in your ranking if you can get 4 marks in GATE, right? So what we have to do, we have to just follow the question, we have to solve it, that's it. All right, so as you can see that whole screen has been captured by the question only, even the question is remaining. Okay, so definitely this question is lengthy, that is for sure, but most important thing is that basic concept. You need to learn the basic concept to solve this question. Well, this question has been asked in GATE 2009. Well, I have already shared with you that this question already asked, so let's go for the question first. So in the first question, what they said that mass flow rate of steam through turbine is 20 kg per second. Power output of turbine, what is the power output? We have to find out. That's right. Now, in the beginning of the question, it stated that inlet outlet condition of steam for an adiabatic. This line is most important for solving this question. Adiabatic steam turbine. That means there is no change in heat. Remember that. Now we have given all data. So we will just write that equation, that is H1 plus kinetic energy 1 plus potential energy 1 plus Q is equal to H2 plus kinetic energy 2 plus potential energy 2 plus W. Okay, now we know that this is an adiabatic steam turbine, that's why Q is equal to 0. Now let's see these two. What we have to write in place of these two, that is also important. That's why I'll write here, and of course you will get some important things from here, right? So what we have to find, basically W we have to find. So we'll find W is equal to what? H1 minus H2 plus kinetic energy 1 minus kinetic energy 2 plus potential energy 1 minus potential energy 2. Right, so what values we have to find out here? H1 is what here? 3200 minus H2 2600, and definitely I have to consider that kilo, because in these things we usually make mistake. Now kinetic energy 1, what is half mv square? So m is 1 unit mass we are taking, because per kg we are finding out. C square, C is what we have, that is, or V square we can say, that is 160. That means 160 square plus minus I have to do minus half V2 is 100 square, right? Potential energy, we know that potential energy formula is mgh. So here h means z, so m is equal to 1, that means g z1. So g is 9.81. Z1 is what? We have given Z1 here, you can see 10. So Z1 is 10. Keep all these in bracket. Now 9.1, Z2 how much? 6. All things good. Now after doing calculation, we have to just do calculation of it. After doing calculation, what value we are going to get at the end, that is W. Okay, but that is not the answer, remember that. So we'll do calculation first, right? So it's 3200 multiple 2600, okay, division multiple 10 to the power 3. All right, now add 160 square division 2, okay, minus 100 square division 2, okay, plus 9.81 multiple 10 and minus 9.81 multiple 6. So what value basically we are getting, that is 607,839 plus 24. But here we have to find out in kilo, that's why I will divide the getting value by 10 to the power 3. So what is the value we are getting? 607.83 607.83 kilo, it's definitely kilojoule per kg. Okay, kilojoule per kg. Yeah, you can see right now, right? You have to see it. So what is W? Basically kilojoule per kg. Now look at the options we have given in the question 1, that is given in kilowatt. So what we have to do, we have to multiply with this mass flow rate. That's why they have put it this twist in this question, that you will make mistake here. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to find out W in kilowatt. So 607.83 multiple 20, how it will become kilowatt? Let me first do calculation, then I will share with you how we can get this value in kilowatt. So 12156.6 kilo, this is a value we are getting. So this is 12156, right? Okay, so yeah, the option should be in megawatt, right? Probably I have done mistake. That's why this would be in megawatt. Okay, so the option I have written may be mistake. Okay, so this is in megawatt. Okay, so got the value, that is 12.156. so option A is the right answer for this question. All right, now most important thing is that how we got this watt from here. We know what is joule per second. Now look at the unit of this, that is kilojoule per kg. Multiple unit of mass flow rate they have given, kg per second. So kg get cancelled. What we got? Kilojoule per second. Therefore joule per second means watt. Okay, if I will remove this joule, then joule per second means watt. So if we are getting mega here, then mega means 10 to the power 6. That's why it is here, right? Now let's go for the another question. That is also lengthy. It is looking lengthy, but it's really simple. What we have to do, we have to just read the question and go for it. So what they said in this question, assume the above turbine to be part of a simple Rankine cycle. That's great. Density of water at inlets of the pump is this. So water we are using, so density is normal. Okay, ignoring kinetic energy and potential energy, find out specific work supplied to the pump. Now I have already shared with you many videos, many tutorials related to thermodynamics. So we can find out work in two systems. One is closed, another one is open. Closed system is known as what? Non-flow. That type of work is known as non-flow work. And open system work is known as steady work. Open system work is known as steady work. Got it? Now what we have to do, that is important. What we have to do, that is important. So what we need to do here, just listen to me carefully. What type of system we are flowing here in case of pump, that is important to understand. So what type of system? Basically this is a flow system, that means steady work, open system, right? This is an open system. So for finding out, the general formula for finding out in case of open system is W is equal to minus VdP. Well, if I will apply integration, because pressure is changing here, P1 to P2. So P1 to P2. Now minus V, P2 minus P1, this will come, because the integration will, let me discuss it properly, right? P1 to P2. So we'll put the value of P. So minus V, P2 minus P1. If I multiply this minus here, V multiple P1 minus P2. Alright, but here what they said, specific work we have to find out, kilojoule per kg we have to find out. Alright, we have to find out this. Now look at the question given here. Now what we have to do, we know the density, we don't know volume. So we know the density. We know density is equal to what? Mass by volume. But if I will say 1 by volume by mass is equal to what? We can do this, right? So 1 by rho, this will become, we can write this 1 by rho also. Are you getting my point? Alright, because volume by mass is what? Volume by mass, you know, look at this question here, that they said the specific, we know that density is equal to mass by volume, right? Now what we have to do basically to get this volume is what? In meter cube. Alright, so what we have to do, mass here we are taking 1 unit, so we can write this volume in place of volume 1 by rho. Alright, again we are saying this is a specific volume. I mean, this is, we have to take the specific volume, therefore we can write this also, right? So 1 by rho would be there. Now what we have to find out, P1 minus P2, value of P1 P2 was here. So P1 is 3 multiple 10 to the power 6, 70 multiple 10 to the power 3 divided by density is 1000. After division, what answer we are going to get, that is the answer. So 3 multiple 10 to the power 6 minus 70 multiple 10 to the power 3 division 1000 is this. Oh, this is the answer, but this is given in kilojoule per kg, so I have to divide with 10 to the power 3. That's why I will get 2.93. Now yeah, option C is the right answer for this question. You can see option C we have given, that is in kilojoule per kg, that means 2.93. Option C is the right answer for this question. So this is how you can solve question related to what? S F E E, steady flow energy equation. So this is a very good question. If you can understand this question, you can remember this question, I mean remember the concept I have used to solve the problem, then that would be quite good for you for upcoming examination, I must say that. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again in my next video tutorial. Bye bye.